Welcome back to Lexus of Madison. My name is Sam Lancaster, sitting in a 2014 IS350 all-wheel drive. Some of the new features that you're going to see in this vehicle are blind spot monitor. Blind spot monitor is a new feature in 2013 that if someone is in your blind spot, an indicator on either driver side mirror or passenger side mirror will indicate an orange flash to let you know that there's someone in your blind spot. As well as when you are backing up, it lets you know if there's anybody that's going to come behind you. So if there's someone coming behind you, you back up, it's going to alert you with those same flashes in both mirrors. Parking assist has been around for a while. It lets you know the distance, or at least in beeps, how close you are before hitting the garage door or garage wall or whatever obstacle that's around you. This feature up here is going to be the ice grid for your windshield wipers. Turn it on and it melts the ice off the wipers before the wipers slide across the windshield. Odometer, dash lights up and down, and your blinkers. They have made the blinkers very much the same style as in the ES and the LS and the GS. When you tap up, it's going to flash a few times. That's going to allow you to pass on the interstate or other type of 4-lane roads. You can just tap it, and there's 3 bursts of power, letting the driver behind you know that you want to make a lane change. This steering wheel is totally new and totally different than what you've normally seen in the Lexus lineup. We still have the pedal shifters, downshift on the left, upshift on the right. The mode button is a little bit different in shape and functionality. Phone, a little bit different shape and functionality. In fact, it's on now the left side of the steering wheel. Most of the time you'll see the phone function being on the right side. Being on the right side, multi-information display buttons, up, down, and a toggle feature. Which you'll see right here in the front, between the tachometer and the actual speedometer, there is now a fairly good sized space that you can see information. And you can toggle by using this toggle here, left and right. You're going to see different information, like the radio station, if there's any messages, settings for the vehicle itself, navigation aids like a compass, information. This is more about the gas mileage that you're going to receive. Gear position. If you were to be using the paddle shifters, you'll see the different gears that you can go through. Range. Eco indicator, letting you know if you're getting the very best gas mileage. Tire pressure monitor on all 4 wheels. Back to the gear position, and there we go. On the navigation aid, you'll have the compass, 1 over. They'll let you know the different sources. So if I want to do a different source, I can choose now by going up and down by using this arrow. What we're trying to do in Lexus, we really want to make sure that we focus more what's in front of us rather than what's on the side of us. So the driver, if they have much more control while sitting looking straight versus looking to the right towards the navigation screen. So we can choose the source, AM, FM, satellite, disc, iPod, Bluetooth, AUX, and AV. No messages, and to settings. And settings is going to allow you to do different things on the vehicle itself. You can go through and change the language, the units, show the eco light if you want that on. You can go to switch settings, and you can go through the different setting selections. Now as we move our way over to the windshield wipers, we do have an automatic wiper. The automatic wiper, you're going to press this button on the end of the stalk. When it rains, the wipers will automatically wipe away the water, which is a very nice feature, and they made it more ergonomic and easy to find. When it's on, it's going to illuminate right down here where it says auto. The push start button has been elevated, easier to find and easier to start rather than being lower. A new navigation screen. The navigation screen on the previous model was once a touchscreen. We're no longer using the touchscreen in most of our vehicles. We have gone to more of a remote style. The remote style is right here. It's more ergonomic and easy for the driver to use because you're not reaching over and touching a screen. By clicking the word menu, it's going to be a whole brand new menu than we've ever seen. We have climate, nav, Lexus App Suite. Lexus App Suite's the new Lexus Inform. You're able to play Pandora, iHeartRadio, connect to Bing for a lot larger database and points of interest, Open Table to set your reservations, Yelp to get reviews about restaurants, hotels, businesses. This system's very nice to have, and it integrates really well with a smartphone. Information to the vehicle. We'll touch upon that in just a moment. Setup, phone, media, and radio. Our climate screen, very similar to, I would say, the RX or even the ES model. We can control it by the actual remote itself, or we can control it on the actual readout of the climate control down here. Navigation brings us right to the map. Now the neat thing about this navigation system, so much of the time we've always had to rely on satellite XM or Sirius XM nav traffic. Now the vehicle is equipped with HD or hybrid digital capacity for weather and traffic updates, which is a lot larger database, which is awesome for the driver. Compass, back. The App Suite, I can't touch upon it because you have to be connected to the car. Information, you're going to have Lexus Insider, which is kind of a small tutorial on different services that we have to offer at Lexus. Like my position, I'll talk a little bit about what the Lexus Technology Specialist does and the Delivery Specialist does, along with what Bluetooth and how Bluetooth works and some of the other technical features you have in the vehicle. Weather. Let's see our current weather. All right, partly cloudy. It's in Middleton, Wisconsin. The wind at 8 miles an hour feels like 85. 3-day. And then we can go in hours. What else is cool? The weather map. I don't know if you noticed but back on the previous model vehicles that we've carried in Lexus, it only did XM Nav Weather in alerts. These alerts would be hail, wind, flood, fog, ice, snow. But now we're actually seeing the cells of thunderstorms that are popping up. And this is brought to you by the Weather Channel. Now, if that's not bringing the Weather Channel technology into your car and the absolute what's going around your vehicle, that is just darn right amazing. And you can definitely check on other local cities, national cities, and recently check locations. Traffic incidents around the area. Traffic event list. It'll tell you there is traffic that's a little bit bound up, maybe because traffic is not going through very smoothly. Maybe there's an accident. Here we have road construction. It'll tell you the actual points. And then fuel consumption of the vehicle. Now, one of the things that's really unique about this navigation system, have you ever gotten down to the point where the gas light turned on and you're like, well, where's the nearest gas station? Well, then you have to think, I got to find it on my points of interest, and I have to go into my talk switch and say, show gas stations. Well, in this car, it is so advanced that when the gas light turns on, it's automatically going to find you. When having the navigation system in the vehicle, it's automatically going to pick up the 5 closest or the closest gas stations near your car. It's automatically going to route you to those areas. Now, this system is still pretty new and I'm still getting a pretty good understanding of it, but I know that was one of the features that we learned in class, that it'll automatically turn on and try to find you gas stations as close as possible so you don't run out of fuel. That is another innovative feature in the 2014 IS. Radio. This radio is very similar to the ES, the GS, the LS, RX. We now have it in the IS, and it is by far one of the coolest radios. We've had people tell us, I don't need 36 stations. I wish I could have my top 6 and that is it, or my top 12. We are now able to give you that in this radio. Media. My Bluetooth player is not connected, which makes sense. I have not connected my phone. The phone will not be connected, and you also have a setup area. And you have general, voice, Bluetooth, audio, traffic, and data services settings. Now, some of these features I'll be talking about in later time. I don't want to take up 20 minutes of your time talking about how great this navigation system is when there's other things to talk about. But I have to tell you, this is one of the cool things about the vehicle. Navigation is not like a portable device. It really integrates into your driving experience. We have our round clock. Now, this is a technology that is pretty neat. I can take my finger and run down this metal bar just by pressing it like that, or just holding it, or not even holding it. I'm just running my finger up and down. It's getting warmer. Now, if I want to go down in temperature, I just click on the little blue arrow and it pops me back down to the temperature desired. We have auto, low fan, high fan, and the mode select, front defrost, rear defrost and mirrors, recirculative mode, fresh air mode, AC, and dual. We have tried to keep this vehicle pretty simple to use. Again, we've only equipped this vehicle with a 1 CD player. The reason why we have done that is because With our smartphone technology, we can load in close to 4 to 5 to almost 10,000 songs depending upon how many gigs you have on your phone. And also with new technologies and different subscriptions that you can get through your phone, it's almost endless the possibilities of what you can play through your Bluetooth or USB data ports in your vehicle. We also have a micro SD slot as well for built-in music. Maybe you don't want to have your iPhone. Maybe you don't want to have other sources like an iPad sitting on your front seat. You can actually put a micro SD in for sound as well. Underneath the armrest, Lexus has done something new. We now have 2 USB ports. These USB ports are USB 3. USB 3 is a quicker data transfer, as well as a place to charge 2 phones versus 1. And of course we have the AUX, or the auxiliary, which is this top one here, for those people that still would like to listen to a cassette player or any other media device that may not have the USB or Bluetooth capacity or capability. We have heated seats on the top, 3 different temperature settings, high, medium, and low. And down here we have the air-conditioned seats as well. This is going to conclude my overall video presentation of the 2014 IS all-wheel drive. These are just a select few things that I've gone over, because to go over this vehicle in full detail, you may want to make an appointment at Lexus of Madison, 8000 Airport Road in Middleton, Wisconsin. Our telephone number is 608-821-6000. And please come out and take a look at this beautiful new IS. This is Sam Lancaster, Vehicle Delivery Specialist, signing off.